welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to another video. As you can see, what's behind me, that's the lawnmower. So you know what time it is. I'm gonna go ahead today and get a first chop on the backyard. As you can see, it's growing. It's growing really fast, and I didn't even put any kind of starter fertilizer down. So basically, it's growing from last year's fall fertilization. When I did my last fertilization of the year, all of that fertilizer that was stored down into the soil, as the soil temps heat up, the grass starts to feed off of whatever's left inside that inside the soil. So pretty much that's why I'm getting a lot of growth right now. And plus we got a couple days of consistent rain, so mixed with that fertilizer and that rain, the grass start to overgrow. um, I'm getting it cut down today because we're gonna get another full day of rain, and I actually want to get the grass before it starts to overgrow even more than what it is now. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut down about 1/3, no more than 1/3 of an inch off the top of the grass here, and I'm just gonna take you into the lawn so we can explain what's going on. Remember about almost a week ago. Next Tuesday will be 2 weeks since I actually sprayed that tenacity on the lawn. So I'm gonna take you over and let you guys see what's going on with that. And pretty much that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this first chop down. Hope you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy it. But let's take a look in the lawn first. Okay, so as we're walking through the lawn here, we're gonna stop. As you can see, look at this. Check it out. This is that nut sedge that I told you I was having a problem with. And look how fast it's actually grown up. Look, it's about at least 4 to 5 inches out of that soil there. That tenacity is actually starting to wipe it out pretty good here. As you see, it's damaging that weed plant itself. Look at it. It's damaging. It takes about 2 weeks for that tenacity to actually pretty much wipe out the weeds it's gonna kill, because tenacity pretty much kills every weed without harming the grass itself. So a lot of people use the tenacity when they still want the flexibility to overseed. As you see here, I got a bare spot that I would potentially want to fix throughout the year. Maybe later, once I get the mow down, then I'll see what bare spots and what spots are very thin, and then I'll probably want to overseed them if they're too bad. Still got some spots that are growing in at a slightly lower pace than the rest of the yard. The yard is actually overgrown, and then as you see here, it's taking a sweet time to come in. But this nut sedge is actually, it definitely is, the tenacity is actually working. And now the tenacity gets down into the plant and kills it down at the root. So the plant absorbs into the plant's root system, and it kills it and wipes it out. And tenacity is actually good for 30 days of coverage. After 30 days, if you want to go ahead and reapply more tenacity so you can get another 30 days worth of coverage, you can also do that also. But that's the only reason why I used the tenacity today. And throughout the rest of the yard, let's just take a look. See, it said 2 weeks, so 2 weeks. So maybe about another by Tuesday. The rest of this will be done. Now today I'm gonna go ahead and mow. So I'm gonna bag everything. I'm not gonna mulch the yard, because you don't want to mulch when you have weeds in the yard, because then you'll just create more problems, because the weed seeds will throw out into the rest of the yard, and it'll start to germinate even faster, because the weeds, they grow faster than the actual grass itself. Now you see I got onion grass here. I don't really want to touch that because it stinks, but it's down in the plant, it's actually injuring it. And also the tenacity bottle says you can reapply tenacity in 2 weeks to the existing weeds. So say something like this onion grass, where you think it's not really damaging, but it is damaging it because you see it. But in the 2 weeks, I can go ahead and reapply some more tenacity to further wipe out the plants, because sometimes you don't get it on the first go around. You see, look, these little daffodils here, it's kind of, look, it's limped over. They're dying out slowly. So when I cut it, they probably won't even grow back once I cut them and cut them out the yard. Now you can pull them out if you want to get down there and pull them out by the root if you don't want to use tenacity. But I had so many weeds. I got the onion grass, the daffodils, and the nutsedge. The nutsedge is a big problem to me. That's right up there with crabgrass. Those are like pesky weeds that just keeps growing. They grow really fast. Now, if I didn't plan on using or maybe overseeding or trying to fix bare spots, like see, I know I'm gonna have to fix these spots. If I wasn't gonna have to fix these spots, I would have used like a Spectricide weed stop for lawn or Roundup weed killer, something like that. The Roundup, the actual weed killer, not the weed and grass killer. You got to make sure you're using the right product on your yard, because you don't want to kill the grass itself. You just want to target the weeds. Now you see back here, like I would want to go ahead and reseed this. So that's why I use the tenacity product. The tenacity product, like I said, is a little more pricier, but you're gonna get what you pay for. You're gonna pretty much you're gonna still have that flexibility to seed if you want to, along with you know, targeting certain weeds. And the tenacity is like a pre-emergent, so not only are you killing the weeds, but you're creating that barrier in the soil so new weed seeds will not germinate. So that's the pros of using tenacity. A lot of people use it when they want to when they're doing lawn renovations. A lot of people use it as a pre-emergent, post-emergent. So it's like a one-stop be all, like I said. But it's just on the pricier side. So if you don't want to spend about $65, $70 a bottle, then you go with a little lower tier stuff. You can go with the Scott starter fertilizer, but that's just a weed preventer. It doesn't kill the weeds, but it's a weed preventer. So if your yard is already weed free, you can go ahead and use that Scott's granular formula, put it down right before like the weeds actually germinate. So you want to get it before the soil temps actually warm up to about 55 degrees. That's when the weed seeds they're ready to germinate at 55 degree temperature, soil temperature. They will start germinating. So, but that's why I use the tenacity. This is my snapper lawnmower. Like I said, I'm gonna mow tall. I'm gonna actually mow on the top setting today. So I just want to take that 1/3 off, no more than that. You don't want to damage the grass too much. And I got twigs and stuff in the yard. I already changed the mower blade last season once I winterized my lawnmower. So you want to make sure you keep a sharp blade on that lawnmower so you get that nice cut and without damaging the grass. Because if you don't have a sharp blade, like if your blade is chipped up and is kind of bent or dull, it'll be pulling at the grass instead of getting that crisp cut on the grass. And then that'll create another problem in itself, like lawn disease, because the grass will actually be damaged. You want to get a crisp, clean cut. So you want to cut, you don't want to cut when the grass is actually wet. That's why I'm cutting it today, because I don't want to deal with that the wet mow. I'm not into that. So I just want to get a nice, clean cut. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I finished the first mow on the backyard lawn renovation of the new season. And what do you guys think? Look at that. Oh yeah, I think it went well. But cutting it down actually exposed a lot of the bare spots that I do have. So I am gonna fix those bare spots, the ones that are the most obvious. I'm not gonna go crazy
I'm gonna save the rest, like thickening up the lawn for the fall. But I am gonna fill in the big bare spots, like the left side of the yard, since when I showed you the over top view, like these areas right here, I am gonna fix those because that's just too obvious and it's gonna irk me that I don't fix them. So I'm gonna go around, I'll break up the soil, throw some seeds in there, and we'll see how that come out. Same as I'm gonna do in the back corner there, because that whole spot in the back is bare. Let's get a little close up. But yeah, you see it right along the fence there, so it's bare. So I'm gonna fix that spot. But the areas that look thin, I'm not gonna worry about it, because like I said, this is the first mow. So normally when you get the first mow down, the grass blades are a little on the finer side. If you guys are just tuning in, this is my tall type turf fescue grass that I did in the last seasons, fall and last season. I did a whole lawn renovation. But tall turf fescue, you know, when the grass grows in for the new season for the first time, it is on the little finer side, so it is going to grow thicker. Once you start getting on a regular mowing program, the grass blades are going to definitely grow thicker, because it's going to you know, in the plant's mind is going to say, I got to repair myself. So it is going to grow thicker. If you want to go back and look at one of my videos from last season of my front yard renovation, it's the same texture of grass, and you'll see what I mean. It started off on the finer side and it thickened itself up throughout the year. Once I started mowing it and fertilizing it, getting on a regular schedule, it definitely thickened itself up. But I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with all this was the area with the onion grass. I'm anxious to see if it's going to grow back. It's same as the nut sedge that's throughout the yard. Like I said, when you're mowing for the first time and you got a lot of weeds in your yard, never mulch your clippings. Make sure you bag all your clippings so you don't create further problems or further weeds. But I want to see how that tenacity actually is going to work. Is it going to wipe out those nut sedge plants completely? I am going to hit, more than likely I'm going to hit the yard again with a second application of tenacity, just to make sure that these nut sedge and onion grass do not grow back. And also got some like wild violet in the yard also. Excuse me, I am kind of fumbling over my words. It's cold out here today, so I'm borderline shivering. It's about what, 40 degrees today. And if anybody know about the northeast, or if you live in that northeast area, you know you'll have a day where it's 65 degrees and then that night is 30 degrees. It's almost freezing temperatures. So that's just how it goes here. So I'm kind of about to start shivering. I'm cold. So I got some clovers over here that I'm gonna hit also. But for the most part, I think the cut went well. What do you guys think? Leave comments down in the comment section. If you got any tips also, leave them down there also. Tell me what you think. And we just get another yard overview. I think it went well. I think I'm gonna have a great season, and I'm anxious to see what I could do with this backyard. Right now I'm already happy with what I've done with the backyard, because like I said, this backyard was hideous for a couple years. It was hideous. I had no grass. It was hideous. So right now, if I had only this to mow and I ain't have to fix anything else, I'll still be satisfied with this. This is a whole lot better. This is about 75 to 80% better than what I ever was used to with this backyard. So I'm very proud. But like I said, let's get one more overview here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave any comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you're just tuning into my channel for the first time. I would appreciate it. And I hope all you guys out there are having a safe time quarantining. That's most important right now. So I hope you guys are actually doing well. Hope your families are doing well. Make sure we follow the guidelines. We'll make it through this. Excuse the noise. Somebody's riding a dirt bike. But like I said, I hope you guys are actually having a great time, and enjoying yourselves, enjoying the time with your families. This is the most important time. Make sure everyone is safe, and we'll definitely make it through this process here. Just got to stick in there and stay strong. But this is your guy. This is the Lawn Amateur, and I'm gone.